Hello everyone. In this video, I would like to talk about the new Netflix original called Dragon's Prince. Basically, in Dragon's Prince, it is. I heard that it is made from the same producers who created Avatar: Last Airbender, and all I could say so far is it is very impeccable. The series is very impeccable, and it currently has my full attention pretty good and well. Now, what can I say about the world of Dragon Prince is that it is a mythological world. It's not as I wouldn't say it's the geographic, the basically the geography of the world. It's not that like hard compared to Avatar: Last Airbender. It's not basically countries and states are not divided into four nations. There's actually just two sides of two nations or tribes in the sense of if you if you include the fact that there is a whole feud between two species, which is the species of humans and the magical species of dragons and elves and whatnot. For short, um, basically the magical kingdom in a sense, because the in the beginning of the series, the elves, this one species or race called the elves, basically had beef with the humans only because of two sins that they have supposedly done, and that was destroying the dragon, basically the high dragon's like egg, which like the Dragon King's egg. And the second thing is also somehow taking down or somehow just besides taking basically destroying the egg, they have also basically somehow disrespected the Dragon King, either by killing him or doing something else. I'm not sure. Everything, the first 2 or 3 episodes, everything is basically just all facts. Not facts, but it's all just, how should I say this? It's all just new information that's just building up in the show as it progresses. Now, basically, when it comes to magic, this is very. Now, I would like to say it's highly interesting about the I'm very interested about the magic process of everything. And the magic process works like this. It's not as simple as just again, it's not as simple as four nations and four like aberrations or four like forms of magic of some sorts like fire bending, earth bending, water bending, air bending. It's not like that. It's similar, but it's not. Um, in this world, you have basically six main sources of energies, which is the sun, the moon, the stars, the sky, the earth, and literally the ocean. All six have some type of magical property when it comes to like magic manipulation. That, and there's also the seventh thing that mankind or human predominant humans have only gotten their hands on, and that's dark magic in the sense like there was one in the show's like storyline. There was one human long ago that could have some type of magic to manipulate, and that was some sort of dark magic. And he just sooner or later got high off of that and was just got mad. Like he became just mad with power with the dark magic and corrupted. Now, what I'm interested about when it comes to the six powers slash yeah, basically 6 power slash the 6 things that power everything would be just the fact of there are 6 attributes that power magic in general. That's what I'm most interested about because by the end of the day, it kind of reminds me of one of my favorite anime slash shows called RWBY. Because in RWBY, even though I'm not deeply familiar with this substance, but in RWBY, um, in the world RWBY, there's it's somewhat similar as Dragon Prince because even though everything is more modernized, you still have hunters and huntresses, and you even have schools like such as Beacon, prestigious schools such as Beacon, that raise and teaches hunters and huntresses how to be like let's see, prestigious and very highly competent like hunters and huntresses that fight these evil admiration slash being is called Grimm. And Grimm are well, if I had to make like another nerd reference, they Grimm are similar like Kingdom Hearts creatures called Heartless. Heartless basically come from basically different sizes, whether small, big, or even in shadow form or any type of form whatsoever, even beastly or humanoid. That or they can also possess different things to become heartless as well too. Very interesting creatures. But besides all that, what I'm referencing with RWBY would be just this substance called dust. In RWBY, there's this magical like substance called dust. Dust has is basically a multi use type of substance that can be used in combat in various of ways. It could be used for brutal way of combat. It could be used in magical means like duplication. There's also basically other uh, different forms of dust where you can manipulate the substance itself to not only manipulate or make your strength even more competent and more potent, but it also has dust also has the ability to also amplify ranged like attacks. Whether you have the ability to basically summon fire or whether have the ability of ice or ice summoning like Weiss, which is one of the main characters of RWBY, or whether you have the ability of sound like one of my personal most favorite characters like Flint Stone. Flint Stone's ability as a hunter, he basically can literally play a trumpet or just any type of musical instrument. I'm assuming, and can somehow amplify, can use his sound like yes his sounds that he amplified from his instruments into becoming way more potent by collaborating it with dust. No matter what type of color that you use with dust, it can be manipulated in any type of offensive offensive play or offensive type of fighting in any way. Depending on who the user of dust, it can be used in different ways, whether in magical properties or whether in physical fighting. Now, besides that, if I had to also talk about still had to talk about this, it will be just dust is not only a multi-purpose thing to manipulate when it comes to combat, but it is very much the same as what they the same, or if not the same, at least similar so far as what they do in Dragon Prince. Because in Dragon Prince, when it comes to the 6 powers or 6 elements that is basically introduced in order to like empower different types of magic, it is just a fact that basically it can be used and manipulated in different ways. Like, for example, first two episodes, I'm not trying to spoil it too much, but the first 2 episodes you see one of the characters has this unique like crystal ball. But yeah, so far in Dragon Prince, basically the 6 power slash elements has been displayed by this one artifact or this one magical object, which is a crystal ball. And so far, all the show confirmed is it's manipulating wind slash sky magic. So that's very interesting to me because by the end of the day, it basically displays the fact of you can lace magic or these 6 elements into different types of items, whether it be some type of folklore magical item, or if even possible, the what's the word? The possibilities are endless. Probably you can possibly by the way the show looks, you can possibly even lace some of these elemental powers somehow into like weapons like swords and whatnot. It's very interesting and it leads to a whole lot of speculation and questions as to how the 6 powers can be used in the world of Dragon Prince. It could be used similarly as how as how the show RWBY has done it through this substance called dust. But that is my whole video about the referencing between Dragon Prince and RWBY. But mostly this video was just about the new Netflix original show Dragon Prince and the 6 elements mental powers that help power everything that's magical in the world. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and please leave comments if you can. Thank you.